Hello, my name is Rylie Cayce, and today I will be talking about the effects of social class on athletic participation in skiing. So to start, I have been skiing from a very young age, around 4 to be exact, and you can see here is my very first skiing pass, and here I was probably around 4 or 5 in this photo. So my father has been skiing since he was a kid and taught my brother and I to do the same at a very young age. So skiing has never really been a question for me. It has always been you and the rest of your family know how to ski, and that is something that you will do every winter. So this is a picture of my brother, my father, and I standing at the top of a hill at a ski resort that we frequent in New York ever since moving to Ohio. These hills are something that I came to know very well and can even list them off by name to my family members, to which they know exactly what I'm talking about. For example, a phrase that would be said would be head over to Eagle Chair, I want to go down Falcon, which was a very common occurrence and common phrase growing up, and something that still happens to this day. And again, here you can see my brother and I more recently taking a skiing trip to Vermont. These were very big, beautiful mountain ranges compared to the now what seemed like small hills that I'm used to in New York. And this is something that, although I had been skiing all these years, I had never gotten to experience to this extent. And being skiing, that was something that I didn't think twice about as a kid. I never realized how rare it was for this to be a regular thing for people to do until I got to college, when I had mentioned to multiple people that I skied, which to them was a completely foreign concept. And one of my friends even made a comment and she said, "That's a rich kid sport," which got me thinking a lot. So it has been found that in the US, and of the 9.4 million skiers, 54% earn more than $100,000. People who fall into this category not only account for less than 20% of the American population, but they also have the most leisure time, which allows them to be able to participate in sports such as skiing. With prices of equipment and tickets only increasing as time goes on, this is something that is becoming a very unattainable sport. So now that I knew that the sport was expensive, but growing up I didn't know to what extent, because I was never the one having to purchase this equipment. And after researching, I found it really is a quote-unquote rich kid sport for some obvious reasons. So there's a lot of equipment that needs to be purchased before you go skiing, unless it's just a one-time affair in which you can just rent. As you can see, there are a lot of things that need to be considered, such as buying skis, which can range anywhere from $400 to $1,500, bindings, which can cost $100 to $200, boots, which can range from $200 to $500, and poles which are anywhere from $30+. Then there's also all the accessories, which to stay safer are needed, such as a helmet, goggles, other winter gear such as snow pants, a coat, gloves, and this will total anywhere from $900 to $1,500, which is a lot. In an article I read, they pushed the fact that they need to make the sport more sustainable, being that a lot of ski resorts will now make their own snow if it's not being made by nature itself. So, which means buying local equipment as well. So that would make this cost increase when buying this locally owned and manufactured skiing equipment, which might be more sustainable, but would unfortunately cost even more. And that's not to mention the cost of tickets every time you go, unless you buy $1,000+ ski season pass, because as you can see, in 2013, the average ticket price was $85.52. And I know that during the 2021 season, the price for a ticket priced out to be $90 a day at a small resort in New York, and I know this from personal experience. So that average price has only increased. And that's not even considering that tickets can cost at most around $200 a day and at least $60 a day. So even at a bargain rate, it can be $60 from $100, making the price with equipment to be able to ski sum up to about $1,000 at the lowest. So what needs to happen is that the people who are running these ski resorts need to realize where the country is at and how much the demographic and economy has changed in the past 50 years. Continuing to market to the same people isn't going to work forever, and they need to realize that if they want more people to participate in the sport, things are going to have to change. Focusing on catering to the younger demographic is going to benefit them in the long run because they're going to be now bringing in younger people and not just sticking to the usual older generation that has come from old money. So, and for people who are skiers, such as myself, we need to be able to invite new people to ski, help find ways to make the sport more available and affordable to others, like making used skis more available and calling out ski resorts for price gouging their customers. And not only that, but be willing to and be excited to show people the culture that is skiing and the beauty of the sport itself. Because at the rate the sport is going, it might be a rich kid's sport forever. Thank you.